Hey, what is up there? All you awesome people. It is Odin here. I've been drawing and been a bit since I made a video and wanted to get everyone caught up and talk about the Unconditional Shove launch, which is fast approaching and couldn't be more excited. It is going to be Saturday. This Saturday. Saturday. October 29th, Saturday, 10 p.m. Eastern on Lord Crackhead Jeremy's channel. That's where we're going to kick the ball off, start this whole thing going with the campaign and going live. And yeah, I'm full of like nervous, anxious, but like in the good way, energy and excitement about this. So it's going to be fun. Then obviously after that, we are switching over to my dear friend 80s Made Consumers channel, where I would normally be on the Saturday to put the end on the evening and have some fun. As I said before, I've got the Crystal Head vodka here, and excited to crack into this. I don't even like vodka, but it's gonna be funny. I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna enjoy it so much. I'm gonna be like, I hate vodka. This tastes like shit. I can't stop drinking it. That's going to be me. No, I'm going to definitely pace myself and totally enjoy the moment and not get bombed. I'll have some fun though, but I'm not going to go too crazy, but I want to enjoy myself. It's going to be fun. I've been working really hard all for this moment. This is just one moment in the life of and the history of, but it's a big one. Launching this campaign page, and James worked very hard on the page itself. It looks amazing, and so once it goes live, I'm gonna be excited. We've got color version, as I've shown many color images now. My colors Demir is killing it. Pages all the time, guy's awesome. And then the black and white version, which many people before they saw any colors said, I'm getting the black and white version. It just makes me feel great because that means you like the line art, which is awesome. And then there's an option to get both. And then there's also an option to get original artwork from the book. 10 pages. I'm pulling out the 10, what I would think are the 10 choicest pages. The only choicest page I can't do is the 2-page. That one I gotta keep. And also because that one's like special. Either I'd have to break it up or it'd have to be like its own tier that's even more expensive. So I'm just going to keep the double page spread. That one's going in my archive. But I am not being stingy with these pages. I'm going to give you guys the best from the book. So only the 2-page spread and the covers, those I keep. And then the 10 choicest after that. And I might even poll like some people who've seen all the artwork and say, what do you think are the ones you think would be the best? And kind of come up with a list of the top. And it would be more than amazing if we sold every one of those original art tiers. Not that I want to get rid of my original art. I would love to keep it. But I would also love to get it in the hands of people who would appreciate it and love it. And they would show that by putting their money there to get it. And I think it's modestly priced, because I'm nobody. But it's still original art and definitely cool pages that would be great for anybody's collection, I believe. And again, modestly priced, because I'm no Todd McFarlane or some big name where charge $1,000 for a page or something. It's like, yeah, no, it'll be good, and that's an option. And like I said, there'll be 10 of them, and the 10 choicest pages. But I did also want to talk about the campaign launch. We are doing giveaways. It's also I'm very excited about because the giveaways are original art. James also has some items that he's given away that are not original art, but I am giving away original art, not from the book, because those are for the tiers that you can back on the campaign, but just some original art that I drew. I can show you a few examples. I'll probably have a few other examples, and it'll be a first come, first serve, first come, first choice. So number one, whoever's got that fast twitch finger and gets through the wall and backs the campaign first will get they will get number one choice of all the artwork that will be available. Like I said, there's several more than even just what I'm going to show you. I just have to dig around and find some cool stuff. But I did an art show a while back, and I did a lot of Marvel and DC characters because I figured they would sell the best. I wanted to sell some original art at the art show. I also did prints of those. The original art did not sell very well. The prints sold very well. But I had left over a lot of the original art. So my loss there, and everybody else at that show, their loss as well. They didn't want to put the money down. But I did sell a lot of prints, which was good. My loss as far as making money selling at that art show is your gain if you win the giveaway. So like I said, backer number one will get their first choice of however many pieces it ends up being. Then we'll do random number generator for, backers of the book. And this is the other caveat. Not only backers of the book, but people who signed up early. That is important. It's very helpful to the people who run the campaign, the creator, myself, and Broken Compass Comics, so we can get an estimation, and it helps us budget, it helps us forecast and understand what to expect. It's not a true window into how a campaign's going to do, but it does help. It helps us. So I want to make sure people who want to back this will sign up. You sign up, and you've got less than a week to do that, but it's free. It costs you nothing. All it is putting in your email address, clicking that you accept the terms, hitting sign up or whatever the button is, and there you go. Then you'll get an email in your inbox. All you have to do is open that up to confirm it, and then you're good. You're in like Flynn, ready to win one of these giveaway prizes. So that's the caveat. You have to be signed up and you have to back on that first day live. So once you've done those two, you are on the sign up list and you have a backer number, you are eligible to win. I'm still debating on whether you have to be present to win. I think you do. I think that's a part of it, especially because you're going to be picking, and then we'd have to wait until you pick till we get to the next person. So yeah, you got to be present as well. So 3 things to make you eligible to win some of these art pieces that I will show you now. I have a few others I'll talk about, but one of them is this Galactus Silver Surfer. Getting a glare, trying to hide the glare, but as you can see, we got Galactus and Silver Surfer there. I love doing these cosmic, space images. Drawing Galactus was fun. Drawing planets and stars, it's always fun. That's a cool piece. You got Galactus. You got the Herald of Galactus, Silver Surfer. I've got a Thor piece drawn in with the old school logo, and Hela there. Hela, she's hella mad. And Thor's there with Loki giving him the business when Hela comes along to break him up or something. I don't know. Thought it looked like a cool old school Thor cover, so I went with the old school Hela, the old school Thor. That one will be a choice. This one's kind of a random one, but I had a lot of fun doing it. It was Baron Zemo. I don't know why. I've always loved his costume and the character, so that one will be available. Just him fucking shit up. Those ones are all on 11 by 17, typical art board size for comic books. And then I did a couple that are on 24 by 19. It was the biggest Bristol page I could find. And for the art show, I wanted the bigger stuff usually looks better and kind of has a better chance of selling, and you can mark it up a bit. Like I said, it didn't work. I didn't sell any. But those people's loss and my loss is your gain, potentially. There's this one of my favorites I've ever drawn. This Doctor Strange Dormammu piece. Like I said, big 24 by 19, the biggest Bristol board I could find. Yeah, one of my favorites of all time. I absolutely love this piece. Definitely want to get it into somebody's hands who's going to very much appreciate this piece. I love it. And then the last one I got to show, like I said, there's more. Is a Batman with Joker and Harley Quinn, because those are all popular characters. You know, trying to sell stuff. But it was a fun one. You got try to get the glare off. You got Joker and Harley there. Joker's hanging a toy Batman in effigy on a string like a noose. And you got Harley there being all sycophantish, and then you've got Batman in the back looking very unamused at their little joke, a little joke to the Joker. Yeah, so just some random ones that I did for that art show. It's always the same with original art. Never want to really get rid of it, but I am like overwhelming with gratitude and thankfulness to people who have shown excitement, people who are interested, people who have signed up, people who are telling me they're going to back, that they're excited. It blows my mind. You know, I'm just some dude, loves to draw, loves to write. Been wanting to do this my entire life, and now it's like on the threshold. We have to walk through this door, walk through this crowdfunding door. That kicks the ball off. I mean, the first page I drew kicked the ball off, but this is a big, important step in the life of this book, and in just the life of Odin. Like I said, this has been a 43. Well, I'm 43 now. This has been about a 30-year dream, at least 30 years, that I've said I want to make comic books someday. And life has twists and turns and all kinds of different avenues it takes you on. And but after I turned over the leaf of music, because I did that for a long time, and that just takes too much creative energy to, unless I was doing music full time and didn't have a job and a family, then I could probably make the comic book at the same time. But having all those things, I did not have time and creative energy to focus. Plus, I was building a homestead, and I was building a house and doing all this stuff while being in a band. It was crazy times. So all of that like took all my attention. But once I hung up the microphone and said, all right, I'm done with music. It's time to focus on my children and my family and settle down, as it were. But I still need a creative outlet, and that's when I went, you've got to get back to your original love, your first love. That notion that you wanted to make a comic book. And, I knew at that time I wasn't quite ready. I wasn't ready yet. I had to tighten up my skills and get better and learn a few things and sharpen some things. Because that was the issue the whole time. Everybody's like, you should be at comics, you're great. And I'm like, I'm not there yet. And I knew my deficiencies, and I still do. And I'm still working them out and still learning all the time, as any artist or artistic person should be doing. Your craft is you never arrive. You just grow and you evolve and you learn more and more. And as things evolve, the hope is that they get better. Sometimes it doesn't happen that way. Sometimes people evolve and they kind of devolve. But the hope is that you get better and you definitely feel more comfortable in your craft. Because that was my thing. I didn't feel ready. And then somewhere along the line, so after I hung up the microphone, I just spent a lot of time working on it, making it better. And then after a while, this made me think of something very specific. After a while, I got to where it was time. But things happened leading up to that, and that's what I was just thinking of. Today's not a good anniversary for me, and I've been thinking about it off and on today, and when I do, it's sad. One of my best friends, Mr. Brent Campbell, one of the greatest men I've ever known, dear friend of mine, and loved him like a brother, but one of my best friends. It was his birthday 2 years ago, and on his birthday he passed away in a fluke snowmobile accident. Took everyone by surprise. Like, you don't know how to take that news. I actually was going to celebrate his birthday with him at work the next day. We worked together, very close, and work's never been the same without him. But I woke up the next morning to a call that had happened. I thought it was a joke. I couldn't wrap my mind around it. And it's been 2 years now. And sorely missed. All that to say, as I bring it back to Unconditional Shove, my heart's heavy all day for Brent and his family. But it was shortly after that. I think the first pencil to page I did for Unconditional Shove was November or December of that year, 2020. So almost 2 years ago. And there's been tons of just life that happens. It happens to all of us. You have your ups and downs. You have things that hit you out of nowhere. That one happened before I went full bore on the book. I had the idea in my head, but I hadn't started. And then I think it's an explanation for myself why it took so long to get this far. But for one, I didn't know what I was doing. Two, I was under no time constraints to get it done anytime quick. And three, I had so much of those hard-hitting moments in life. So when I started this book, I was engaged, thinking I was getting married. We're no longer together. So that's changed. When I started this book, I remember talking to my dad on the phone and telling him about it. And he was like, "Oh, well, you're finally doing that, I was like, "Yeah, Dad, I'm finally doing it." Well, my dad passed away New Year's Day this year. Those are two monumentous things that have happened in the life cycle of the start of this book to now. Like I said, my friend Brent passing away, that was a big one. That was kind of at the beginning when it was still in the larval incubation stage. And then just random stuff like, I won't get into all the details, but, I've had plenty of issues with what's going on in my kids' world and dealing with their mom and what she's doing and all kinds of stuff, But they feel like these distractions, like you've got a goal, you've got something you want to finish, got to finish it. So that all leads us up to this point where, like I said, we're right on the threshold of launching this campaign. And then after that, it's just a matter of finishing up this book, which is so very close, and then getting it to print and getting it into people's hands, and then on to the next one, and bigger things for BCC, Broken Compass Comics in general. So, very excited. I mean, it's like a literal dream come true, and I don't get super excited. Like, I talk about being excited, but I'm not like a high energy kind of excitement kind of person, especially until the moment happens. I use the example of when my kids are born and watching their mom as she was pregnant, her belly's getting bigger and everybody's like, "You excited? You excited?" I'm like, yeah, I'm excited. Leave it alone, Like, of course I'm excited. But I just felt like life as usual. Yeah, things changed. I had to help their mom out and be there for her in a lot of ways, but you try to wrap your head around the fact that your child is in her belly right at that moment, but it just doesn't quite happen until the day of, and then they hand you this baby and they say, "This is your beautiful daughter," and that's when it hits. That's when all the emotion that I didn't know I had about the situation flooded, just like. So this is just the campaign launch. I don't know what my reaction is going to be when I actually have the book in hand, but that's going to be one of my proudest, most favorite moments. And like I said, just to know that it's going to get out there in other people's hands who are going to appreciate it, enjoy it. Yeah, anybody who's a fan of EC, the old EC comics, that's been built up as kind of the stick, because when you're selling something, you go, "Hey, this, and if you like this, we're doing something similar." That's just how you market things. This has its own feel. That gets thrown around there just so people have some frame of reference for the feel. But this definitely is its own thing. The writing style, the art style, they're similar, and I definitely love short stories, and with great ending. Just hard hitting endings, fun, quick stories that just get you in, get you out, and you just get that little glimpse into the universe that's created, and see some crazy stuff, and then jump out. Hopefully, get a cool ending at the end too. But that's the thing. I've used those creepy and eerie magazines. I've used those as examples because they're great. They're influential on me. They're hugely influential on me. But that said, this is definitely its own thing. I don't want it to get confused. I don't want somebody to pick it up and be like, it doesn't look like Tales from the Crypt 2.0. Damn it. I'm like, well, it's not going to, but it's gonna have that. It's gonna have some feels. It's in the same vein of, but it's definitely my own creation. I'll never be able to do something that's too derivative. I don't know why. Even if I try, I don't think I can get away with it, and my mind won't let me. It'll make it weird for some reason. So anyway, that's what's going on with the campaign. Excited for that. The launch is Saturday. 10 p.m. Lord Crackhead Jeremy. His new channel, which is where all the comic book content, the promotion, the launch campaigns, the live streams, all are switching over to his new channel, which is great because he had so much success with Game of Thrones, House of Dragons. It definitely made sense to keep that channel focused on that, because that's what those fans are looking for. And if it's muddied up with live streams and the CG talk and Witching Hour, then they kind of get confused. And it's great because his channel blew up with that content, so made total perfect sense for him to do that. But that's the thing, is it's on a new channel now. He's done a few promotional and I think some launches, but I know some campaign promo streams that have been great. So that's where we're going to start the night. That's where we're going to kick the ball off. I'll probably do 2 original art giveaways on that show. Like I said, backer number 1, and then a random generated backer. And sign up. Don't forget. And then we'll switch over to 80s Made Consumer, where I'll do 2 more random generated from people who have backed. And if you're not there, you snooze, you lose. Too bad for yous. But if you are there and you backed and you signed up, you'll get your choice on down the line. And everybody will have a choice, even the last person who wins. They'll get a choice. They'll lose all the ones that get picked earlier, but they'll have a few pieces to choose from. I'll put it that way. So I'm excited. I'm excited to get these into people's hands. I'm excited to finally get this launched and get the ball rolling, and as far as that's concerned, and just have it live so that when people ask about how they can get the book, I can say, here it is. Here's the page. You put your money down and I will get you a book. We have hopes to fulfill, at the beginning of next year. I think that's definitely feasible, and it kind of depends how the campaign does. Certainly if it does gangbusters right away, even though you go, well, that makes you want to leave it open. I think if it does gangbusters right away, it's kind of like, we'll just know that's its peak, and try to get the books to people as fast as possible at that point. So it's tough to say, It's at this point it's kind of a wait and see game, but nonetheless, the book is nearly complete, and Magnificent Bastards is closing out. So that was another talk that James and I had, having Magnificent Bastards be an add-on with a special cover, its own version on the campaign. So that could be a thing. And who's doing that cover? Well, you're looking at him. So that could be a thing as well. And then but we'll definitely close that out. That'll be its own launch, so we can actually start working on the other ones and getting them out. And then the people who did it as the add-on will get theirs potentially later. I think that's how we were planning it out. We just had to talk about it, so we'll see. But those are going to be completed and shipping out soon, and then, yeah, like I said, the book's pretty close, and Demir's colors are coming along really fast. Once I get all the black and white done and the lettering done, we can have a digital version. Even if Demir hasn't caught up with the colors, we can have a black and white digital. So yeah, fun times. I'm excited. So like I said, remember that if you want to be eligible for the giveaway, you have to sign up for the Unconditional Shove page, which I will put the link down below in the description as I do. And for those of you who are wanting to promote this, like, obviously feel free to share that sign up page. Let people know that if they sign up and hang out and back the book, they will have a chance to win free just for signing up and backing. Potentially win original art. And if you win it, you get your pick, and if you want me to sign it, any of that stuff, just let me know. As it stands, I don't like signing my signature on an original piece unless someone asks for it. So that'll be purely at the person's discretion. Anyway, that's all I got for now. Excited to get this launch, of course. Excited to bring Unconditional Shove to the world and have my own copy. That's going to be, like I said, like holding a newborn. Not quite. Don't get me wrong on that. But it will be a similar feeling. Something I created. Anyway, I'm going to leave it with that. Yeah, I was going to show off some pages. I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. You guys, this isn't a live stream. You guys want to see pages? Let me know. Put a 1 in the chat. No, I just make videos. I don't do streams. Nah, we'll save that for another day. I'm going to probably make another video between now and the launch. But, yeah, working on pages all the time. I've got 2 more penciled after this one. Inking this one. Inking those ones. And then we're about 15 away. And this book will be wrapped up entirely, because Monsters Exist is done as far as the line work. And working on with friends like these, and like I said, about 15 away. Yeah, excited. All right, everyone, I hope you are doing awesome, pure awesome, wherever you are in life. This is Odin. Take care, and we'll see you next time.